Good evening and welcome to Dutchtown High School for homecoming night for the Dutchtown Griffins as they take on Abramson Sci Academy. I'm Jeff Porsche, and we will have all the action for you soon. But first, we're going to have a pregame interview with Monica and Jeremy from Eatel, so take it away.
Hi guys, thank you for having us out tonight. Thank you, Jeremy Terrio, for joining us. So Jeremy, I know that our guys have been all over Ascension and Livingston Parish fixing every line there is to fix. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So last week and this week we're really wrapping up a lot of our Ascension Parish customers and reconnecting them. This coming week we really looked at, this week right now that we're currently in, we're wrapping up Gonzales and Darrow and other parts of Ascension Parish. After that, and then after we connect everyone here in Ascension Parish, we're going to be moving into Livingston Parish. So Maurepas, Springfield, all those areas that actually have our services, we're hoping to have all of those reconnected by October 3rd.
Okay, and as far as those areas, anything after that, where are we moving to?
Yeah, sure. So after that, our markets that were really, really more impacted in the southern parts of Louisiana are going to be the markets that we focus on next. So we're looking at like Reserve, LaPlace, so the St. John, St. James areas before we move on to our customers in Lafourche as far as Grand Isle too.
Okay, and as far as the customers that had our services during the storm and even after the storm, they're starting to have a few issues after the storm. So is this still storm related?
That's a great question, and yeah, we do feel the pain our customers are feeling right now, but yes, a lot of this intermittency with services, it is storm related. We have nodes that feed up to 200 people, and that node may have taken on water, and it just because you're not seeing it in your front yard doesn't mean that 2 blocks over our network has taken a severe hit by either a tree falling down or a power line being cut. I mean, just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. And a lot of our network is buried underground, so we're making critical repairs to a lot of that infrastructure, a lot of those fiber optics that are underground.
Okay, and if a customer already has a ticket open, do they need to do anything else?
No, if you have a ticket in our system, there's nothing else you have to do. Our guys are working through hundreds of tickets a day. We actually just recently rolled out a dialer. So if you are at home right now and you get a call from Eatel and that call comes through, and that is us calling you to follow up on that ticket. That could be something like, when people have their services resolved, they're not going to call us and let us know their services are resolved. So we're following up with them and saying, hey, is your services working? If they are, we're going to close that ticket for you. If not, if you require like a line to be resecured to your home, there's an option there. So we're calling customers who have a trouble ticket in our system right now. If you get that call us back and let us know so we can follow up on that ticket and possibly close it out for you.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for being with us today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
We appreciate everyone's continued patience and understanding in this as we, repair this network. I mean, this is the wallop of a storm that hit every one of our networks all the way down from Grand Isle all the way up to Baton Rouge. So we just got a lot of help coming in recently. We hired about 100 extra contractors to aid our guys and get everybody restored.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Special thank you to all of our installation and repair techs that are out there doing all this extra work. We really appreciate you, and we know that you're here for us and the community. So thank you again. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Monica, for that information. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the game. You're watching the Eatel High School Football Game of the Week.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales, like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at rossdowninghammond.com, rossdowninggonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. an avid supporter in our community. Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The title law firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
We're back at Griffin Field. Jeff Porsche with you. Abramson Sci Academy versus Dutchtown. It's homecoming night here at Dutchtown High School. And you see the Dutchtown Sound on the field. They were doing their pregame show, as you may have heard during the interview with Monica and Jeremy. The reason they have to do their pregame show is because, of course, they're going to be crowning the Queen at halftime. And I believe that we're fairly close to Dutchtown taking the field and the Dutchtown alma mater and national anthem. But the game tonight is kind of a surprise, I guess you could say, because if you followed how this all went down, Dutchtown was originally scheduled to play against Sci Academy, and then after the hurricane, Abramson Sci Academy was hit very hard by the hurricane, and a lot of their students and personnel had evacuated for the hurricane, and so they were having trouble getting all these people back, and so they canceled originally, and Dutchtown was looking for an opponent, and that takes us all the way to Tuesday when Sci Academy informed Dutchtown that they had gotten their students back and their coaches are back, and therefore they can actually play this game. And so what had turned out to be a cancellation is actually the game that we're going to have here tonight. So we'll see what happens. Abramson Sci Academy, of course, because of that, they haven't played any games this season, and this is their first practices action of the season, so we'll see how they perform here tonight in a moment. But first we're going to get the pregame alma mater and national anthem from Sheely Bell and the Dutchtown Sound.
Please bow your heads. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the help of our players and for their ability to compete in your name tonight. Father, we pray for a safe game free of injuries for all players and coaching staff as they guide both teams through tonight's game, and for all of the groups that made tonight possible. Help us remember as we walk out of this stadium tonight, no matter who wins, that we have done our best in you and that our wins and losses do not define us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Dutchtown alma mater and our national anthem brought to you by the Dutchtown Sound.
The Dutchtown Sound, led by Sheely Bell, with their alma mater and national anthem. And we are moments away from the beginning of this ball game between Dutchtown and Abramson Sci Academy. And as you see, Abramson, their coach, is Cliff Williams, and Dutchtown led by Guy Mastretta. He's 28-16, 144 and 60 overall, and 2-0 on this season as well. Dutchtown versus Abramson Sci Academy. This has become kind of a tradition. This is the third time in 5 years that they are the homecoming opponents. And as you can see, Dutchtown won big both times previously in 2017 and 2018. Dutchtown with the big win last week over Covington. They had a big explosive second half from Dylan Sampson and beat them 37-15. And Abramson Sci Academy, they are just starting their season. As we said earlier, they weren't even expected to be here tonight, but there was a change in the plans at the last moment, and they wanted to play this game. They're ready, and we'll see how they perform tonight. And you can see the captains right now. You see number 53 for the Griffins, Will DeLone, and also Tanner Vadney, number 10, and Dylan Sampson, number 21. On the other side, you see Keytron Grant, number 4. Number 3, Sean Bernard, number 5. I don't know what that was. Bernard. And then number 5, Randy LeVere. And number 44, Gerald Jackson.
Number 21, Dylan Sampson.
Make that number 64, Zykees Richardson. So we're ready for week 4 of high school football as the 2-0 Dutchtown Griffins take on the 0-0 Abramson Sci Academy Commodores. So we will get to the kickoff in just a moment. And since this is homecoming, we'll talk about a little bit of homecoming that we have going on right here. They're 14-5 all-time in homecoming games. That's Dutchtown. They defeated Rain 62-14 last year, and the Griffins have won 4 of their last 5 homecoming games by shutout. Dutchtown has hosted homecoming at 3 different stadiums: at the Pit in 2002, Spartan Stadium in 2003, and ever since at Griffin Field. This is the third time, as we said, that Abramson Sci Academy will be the opponent for Dutchtown. And so Dutchtown will be kicking off, and Jacob Etter will be handling those duties as they go from left to right. And another uniform combo. Dutchtown has a lot of them. Now tonight they have the purple jerseys, the silver helmets, and the white pants. Abramson in the road whites with red and black. And a short kick. And it's going to bounce at the 25, and there's a fight for the ball. Dutchtown may have it. Let's see. Looks like actually they're going to say Abramson did come up with it at the 23, and that was that little pooch kick that lands in no man's land. And you can see a couple of guys out there fighting for it, but looks like number 5, Randy LeVere, made the recovery. So Abramson Sci Academy will take the field on offense, and they are led by Randy LeVere, number 5 at quarterback. And after this play, we'll get the Dutchtown Griffins on defense, as we're ready for the first offensive play of the game, and that's LeVere. And he gets a yard. 2nd and 9. For the Griffins on defense, they play that 4-3, and you have Marable, Tremont, Lewis, and Williams on the line. Linebackers are McCaffrey, Agu, and Carter Hanberry. Cornerbacks, Alvin Lewis and Evan Reddicks, and the safeties, A.K. Burrell and Tanner Vadney. So that's the Dutchtown defense on second, and we're going to say 8. They're going to give him 2 yards on first down. We'll get to the Abramson offense on the next play. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he gets a few. It's going to be third down and about 3. Ball at about the 31-yard line. So the offense for Abramson Sci Academy, LeVere at quarterback, and then has McGowan and Rayford in the backfield. Wide receivers Matthews and Jones. Tight end P.T. Nguyen. And in the offensive line, Bryson Taylor, Charles Jones, Pee Wee Richardson, Clearance Jones, and Brian Nelson. 3rd and 3, opening drive of this ball game. Abramson Sci Academy with the football. And looks like that right guard, number 66, Bridges, moved early. But there may be a timeout. So there's a timeout, so we'll take a short break in the action, and we'll take it to a commercial. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start. And we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from Eatel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge.
And on 3rd down and short, quarterback is strung out, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by the Dutchtown Griffins on defense. And lots of guys down there, especially you see number 57, Donovan Jones. So the wing T unsuccessful on that series of downs. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 for the Commodores, and they will punt to Dutchtown, and that means A.K. Burrell will be back to receive the punt.
Check the punter. Punter.
So Abramson's punter getting ready. See number 6, Marion Matthews. And it's blocked. It's partially blocked. And that's number 57 again, Donovan Jones. So Jones making his presence known, as you see on the replay right there. It was a wide snap, but Jones partially blocked that punt, and it rolls out of bounds at the 29-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Griffins at the 29-yard line. So Pearson Pyron Company take over there, and we'll get to the Dutchtown offense after this play. 1st and 10. Some movement and a whistle.
Offside.
So
against the Commodores, that'll be 5 yards to the
Abramson
24. It'll be 1st and 5.
Jumps off sides, and it's a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 5 at the 24-yard line. So let's look at the Dutchtown offense. And Pyron and Dylan Sampson, the usuals back there. And then you can see Bader Langlois, Watkins, Gloston, Ickes at tight end, and then DeLone, Quibido, Harms, Jones, and Fields round out the offense for Dutchtown. And on 1st down, a little quick pass to Langlois, and he gets the 1st down to about the 18-yard line. That's a pass as he tossed it forward. So that will count as a completion and a 1st down for the Griffins.
Brought down by number.
So Langlois moves the chains with 9:33 left to go in the 1st quarter. Opening drive, short field for Dutchtown as they started that drive at the 29.
Taylor, good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10. Shotgun, Pyron. And he rolls out right, and he dumps it off in the flat to Langlois to the 10 to the 5, and he scores. Touchdown Griffins, and it's 6-0, 9:18 left to go in the 1st quarter. So nice design rollout. Langlois right there completes it, and he outruns the defenders, gets into the end zone beats Marion Matthews to the corner, and it's a score. So it's 6-0. Jacob Eder coming in for the extra point. A nice short two-play drive for the Griffins.
Winfield is holding.
So Eder and Winfield. Pyron on the snapper. And it's good. So it's 7-0. So we'll take a break. 7-0 Dutchtown. You're watching the Eatel High School Football Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
7-0 Dutchtown with the lead. 9:18 left to go in the first quarter, so they score quickly on a two-play drive. Eder to kick off.
Commodores, Eder kicking off.
Second kickoff of the game. And they're ready for this one at the 17, and it's taken to the left side and to the 30-yard line. So good field position. Nice return by number 3, Sean Bernard. So it's 1st and 10, and as we said, Abramson, they run the wing T. LeVere gets the snaps, but technically, according to their coach, they don't have a quarterback. That's Cliff Williams, their head coach. He's acting as their head coach. Their original head coach is not here right now. He has not come back from the storm, from the information that we have received. So this is just a good thing that they were able to get out here, and I'm sure they just wanted to play some football, have some fun, and have a sense of normalcy after everything that everybody had to go through with Ida. And so they got their players back, and they're trying their best to put something together. And we have a flag as the clock runs out.
Delay a game. We'll put the ball back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15.
So a lot of appreciation here at Dutchtown for Sci Academy here tonight, as they know what this team's gone through. And both teams just happy to have a football game. Had Dutchtown not played, they were in a possible position where they weren't going to get games 2 weeks in a row, but now both those dates have been filled. And there's the snap to LeVere. He pushes forward, gets about 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 12. Actually, number 7, McGowan with the run right there. So week 5 was originally an open date for Dutchtown, but they had been trying to find an opponent. They did find an opponent. That's going to be next week, a road game at Washita Parish. So they're going to take the long road trip to Monroe next week. But they have the home game tonight against Abramson Sci Academy. And 2nd down and snap again to the same back, McGowan. And he gets 2, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 10, 8:28 left to go here in this first quarter. So Dutchtown's defense looking good so far, have not given up a 1st down on defense.
Gain of a couple.
Dutchtown's defense has looked very good this season. They have lots of interceptions. They gave up 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns last week to Covington, but before that, their defense had been playing really, really well. So 3rd and 10 from the 30, maybe the 31. Everybody within 5 yards of the ball. Not expecting a pass here, not expecting many passes here tonight. And on 3rd down, Bernard is stood up on the line. And so that's going to be a 4th down. They're going to say you got a yard, 4th down and 8. So Nice performance by the Dutchtown defense on their 2 opening drives. So now we're expecting a punt. Although Dutchtown still has their defensive personnel in the game. Punter dropping back deep. Nobody back deep for the punt. Burrell now dropping back a little bit. Last punt was blocked. Clock running out. They do get it away. And they do get the punt away, and it's a short one. And so they get it to the 49, and when you don't have a lot of time to practice, oftentimes the thing that struggles the most is the special teams. So they did a good job getting that punt away, and they get it to the 49, and so it's 1st and 10 for the Griffins. And Pyron and company head out on offense again, and after first down, we'll look at the Abramson Sci Academy defensive starters. But we have first down right here. Pyron and Sampson still in the game. And they jump again. So while we have this penalty being assessed, why don't we look at the Abramson defense? And they got 3 guys in the front, but they play 5 down linemen. As their line includes Darren Rayford, Keytron Grant, Bryson Taylor, Clarence Jones, and Brian Nelson. They have 2 linebackers, P.T. Wynn and Andre McGowan, Sean Bernard, Ja'Cory Starks, and Marion Matthews and Randy LeVere. A lot of two-way players here tonight. As Sampson breaks one to the 20, to the 10, and he's going to score. 44-yard touchdown run. 3 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Griffins. So great replay right here. We can see close up, just breaks through. One guy had a shot at him, LeVere, but he runs right through him and coasts into the end zone for the touchdown. So it's 13-0, 6.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Eder will come in and kick the extra point.
Eder went to kick the extra point. Winfield will be holding.
And Abramson jumps off sides again. So Dutchtown has had 2 offensive possessions. Both of them started on the Abramson side of the field, and they got 2 touchdowns. One a pass from Pyron to Langlois, and the second one a 44-yard run by Dylan Sampson. Going into the game, Sampson had 27 rushes for 334 yards and 5 touchdowns. So he is over 380, or close to 380 on the season. Extra point is good, and our score 14-0. Dutchtown with the lead. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
14-0. Jeff Porsche with you at Griffin Field, homecoming night and the homecoming court for Dutchtown High School. The homecoming king has already been crowned. He was crowned at the Sunday night pep rally. I'll give you 2 guesses as to who it was. Okay, I'll give you one. It's Dylan Sampson. Not a big surprise, right? Eder to kick. And it's taken by LeVere at the 15. And a good hard hit, and the ball is loose and recovered by Dutchtown. And the person you got to credit that hit for is number 31, Cade Kling. Kling just leveled LeVere. Look at him right here. Number 31 with a little push right there and knocked the ball loose. So Cade Kling, there's your moment of fame tonight with the forced fumble and the recovery by Dutchtown. 6:19, and the Griffins have the ball back. And we were talking about the homecoming court, and we're going to show you some pictures of the homecoming court a little bit later, and we'll have the crowning of the homecoming queen at halftime, and then in the third quarter we are scheduled to have an interview with the winner of the homecoming queen. So that's the first here at Dutchtown's homecoming for Eatel. And you look at them all right there, and we'll show you some more pictures of them later. But first I want to thank Stacy Roberts, because she provided Lyle Boudreau and myself with a lot of information and a lot of photos that you're going to see, and a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about all the different competitions and a lot of the winners of the dynamic duos and things like that. So we got a lot of information we're going to share with you about homecoming as the game goes on. So you have that to look forward to. So Pyron and company ready to go for the Griffins. Ball at 21. 1st and 10.
Go ahead, list on 3. Okay, stand by 3. 23. Hold your still. 2, you can push in. Give me that stand. Stand by 2. 22.
Good snap. Pyron. Pass. Picked off. And the interception by number 4, Keytron Grant. So big play on defense.
Intercepted the ball.
As you can see, looked like they were going to Leaf Watkins, but the interception by Keytron Grant, and Abramson Sci Academy with the shocker right there with the interception. With 6:06 left to go in the first quarter, trailing 14-0, and it looked like Dutchtown was about to go in there and score a third touchdown in the first 6 minutes of the game. That would have been devastating for Abramson, and now they get a chance. So it turns out that fumble by LeVere on the kickoff by Eder doesn't cost them a thing. So wing T. Now they change their formation. Now 2 receivers to the left, and they're going to throw a quick dump. Incomplete. Intended for McGowan.
Pass intended for number 7, McCown.
So that falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Abramson Sci Academy, trailing 14-0 halfway through this first quarter. You can probably see on the other side, Abramson did not bring a lot of people here. Of course, that whole area is still recovering from the hurricane. They don't have a very big team either, and as we said, there's a lot of two-way players here tonight. They're still trying to piece together a football team. It's a lot more important things have been going on out there in New Orleans. 2nd down, and now they set it up again. The quarterback is Grant. He's the guy who threw the interception. There's a flag, though. I believe that is going to be a delay of game as the play clock has expired. So when they get out of that wing T, it looks like Grant is going to set up at quarterback now. So now it's 2nd and 15 for Abramson Sci Academy. Now they set up from the shotgun again. And the quarterback with a long pass downfield, and it's just beyond the grasp of the intended receiver, number 13, Javion Jones. Nice pass downfield, but misses by a couple of yards, and so now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 with 5:56 left to go in this opening quarter. It's a little cooler out here tonight. May not have a hydration break. This is where we would usually have it. Fall has finally arrived in Ascension Parish. Thank you, Lord. We need it. Now Dutchtown on defense, 3rd and 15, and they set up the shotgun again. Keytron behind center. Keytron Grant gets it, and he's looking to his right. Now throws a nice pass downfield, up for grabs, and incomplete. A.K. Burrell broke that one up as it was intended for LeVere, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 15 in another punting situation. So what you see in there on the replay is that interception from Keytron Grant. Penalty will be declined. Penalty called against Abramson. And so another punting situation. Dutchtown not expecting a very long punt. You see Burrell set up at about the 30-yard line right now. Now he's moving back to about the 30. One punt blocked, another punt was successful, but a little bit short. And now they get another punt off, and it's a line drive, and it's going to take a good Abramson bounce, and it's going to go to the 49. So good yardage on that.
Punt is down on the 50-yard line, but this time we'll have a 1st and 10.
So it's 1st and 10 as Dutchtown begins its 4th drive of the night, and their drives have been very eventful, I guess is what you could say. The first drive was a 2-play touchdown, and that was from a pass from Pyron to Langlois. Then their next drive was a 1-play touchdown, 44-yard run by Sampson. Then in on our 3rd drive, interception by Keytron Grant for Abramson. 1st and 10, Griffins. And Dylan Sampson gets a carry, cuts outside. This is where speed turns things around. He gets dragged out of bounds inside the 25. So a nice run by Sampson. We're not expecting to see a lot of Sampson here tonight. Probably going to be limited to the first half or less tonight, depending on how the game progresses. So it's 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. First and 10 from the 24. Man in motion. And there's a handoff. And there's another touchdown from Dylan Sampson with 5:01 left to go in this first quarter. Touchdown Griffins. It's 20-0. So he has a 49-yard touchdown run and a 24-yard touchdown run. And if you do the math, he accounted for all the yards on the 2nd and 4th drive, which both started at the 49-yard line. So he has 3 carries for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's going to improve his stats, which really didn't need to be improved. 30 carries for 433 yards and 7 TDs now. Extra point from Eder. Good. 21-0, and we'll take a break. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
21-0 is our score. Dutchtown with the lead. While we wait for the kickoff, let's look at what's going on in District 5-5A. Dutchtown's home district and the home district for most of Ascension Parish. Catholic, the team to beat again. Dutchtown looks good. I got to see Santa Maria on television, their broadcast Saturday night. They look very good as well. They're going to be a good team this year. McKinley is going to struggle. Woodlawn, they've lost the only game they played. They won one by COVID forfeit. EA had Brother Martin beat last week and couldn't finish. Gave up that touchdown at the last minute. And that's where we stand in 5-5A. So here's the kickoff. To the 10. 20. Breaks the tackle in. He's hit hard and the ball's out again. I think they're going to call that a dead ball as forward progress had stopped. Let's see who got that hit right there. Hard to see. Still looking. That's number 11. Alvin Lewis, the cornerback. Alvin Lewis, he had a game last week. He had 2 blocked field goals against Covington, and that changed the entire complexion of that game. It was a very close game in the first half last week, 7-0 at halftime, but he blocked 2 field goals, which would have made it a lot closer game than it turned out to be, for sure. So some big plays on special teams by Cade Kling and Alvin Lewis. So here we go. Abramson Sci Academy, again from Orleans Parish, trying to put their team back together right now. A team from New Orleans East. And a 1-yard gain from Levert. Maybe 2. So 4:40 left to go in this first half. Second and 9, homecoming night here at Griffin Field. Just about ready to go. Clock inside of 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6. They've not been able to get some plays off, and there's a snap to the running back, McGowan, and he gets about 4. He gets a good positive gain there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Abramson Sci Academy. Abramson Sci Academy looking for their first down of the night. They punted in all 3 of their offensive possessions. You see number 4 checking in, Grant. He usually sets up in that shotgun formation at quarterback. When they get out of that wing T offense. And they snap it to the back, and that goes nowhere, so it's 4th down. So they didn't fool them right there. That was
no gain, be 4th down for the
Levert on the carry. And so it's 4th down, and we'll say 3 from the 28-yard line. So another punt coming from Abramson Sci Academy. They have punted 4 times. This is going to be their 4th punt. First one was blocked. They did get the other 2 off. However, none of the punts got past their own side of the field. Dutchtown has played every down of this game on their side of the field so far here tonight. And there's a high snap. Oh, he did a good job getting it. And now he's going to have to run for his life, and he is taken down by number 22, That's Carter Hanberry, starting linebacker for the Griffins. So, as I said earlier, when a team is just kind of rebuilding and starting things anew, it's always hard to get that special teams set up, and they've had their troubles here tonight with their special teams. One block, and they didn't get that punt off, but that was a good job just getting the ball, Matthews, but just could not get it off. And so another short field for Dutchtown. At the 21, 1st and 10. Sampson's still in the game. And he gets it, and he cuts outside. And it's a race to the corner. Touchdown, Griffins.
Touchdown, Dutchtown.
So let's add another 21. So what is that? 119. 4 for 119 and 3 touchdowns. So the Tennessee Vol commit adds to his impressive stat record with a 3rd touchdown here tonight, and it's 27-0 with 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. Extra point coming.
Extra point is good.
It's good, and it's 28-0. We'll take a break. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start. And we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from Eatel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge.
$28-0 is our score, and it looks like Eder is ready to kick off. We'll talk about our schedule in just a moment after the kickoff, our upcoming Eatel Game of the Week schedule. But Eder will kick off first. And taken at the 10-yard line, good kick. Tries the right side and is strung out, and he's tackled, and it's going to be 1st and 10. It's Shorten Baird with the kick return. So let's look at that upcoming schedule for the Eatel Game of the Week. And so next week, we have 2 games on Friday night. We'll be here at Dutchtown, but it's going to be Sandoval versus Helen Cox. And then the other game that we'll have is at Ascension Christian, St. Martin's Episcopal at Ascension Christian. And then in 2 weeks, district play starts. McKinley against Sandoval at Dutchtown, and East Ascension is going to play at Catholic High in Baton Rouge. That ought to be a fun one. 1st and 10 for the Commodores. Play clock running at 12. Now we're ready to go. And there's a direct snap to number 4, Grant, and he gets nothing. Second and 10.
Lost a yard.
And massive substitutions coming in. We might have seen most of the starters might be done for a lot of the night. You see Vadney and Burrell coming out. We'll see how much they play. McCaffrey also checked out. So we may be seeing massive substitutions early here in this game. 2nd and 10. One minute and 5 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And there's a snap again, and another loss for Grant. It's going to be 3rd down and 11, maybe 12. So Abramson Sci Academy, if you missed our pregame discussion and our discussion near the beginning of the game, they rescheduled this game. It was originally canceled, and then they decided Tuesday to reschedule it, and they are just putting their program back together right now. So you're not going to see much. They don't have a lot of players. Some players may not have come back. Some coaches have not come back. So they're just trying to piece this together and put together something and have some fun on a Friday night. And so there's the snap to LeVere, and he's going to get a yard or two. It's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Our score 28-0 Dutchtown, and we'll take a break. Homecoming night here at Griffin Field. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
Introducing outage text alerts from Eatel. Sign up is quick, free, and easy. Stay informed, receive updates, and get emergency messages. Plus, our outage text alerts will notify you when there is a service disruption in your area. Sign up in 3 easy steps. Just log into your account, go to account settings, and select text notifications. It's that simple. So, sign up today at myaccount.eatel.com.
And we begin the second quarter. Jeff Porsche here at Griffin Field. Homecoming night for Dutchtown. 28-0 after the first quarter. Dutchtown leading Abramson Sci Academy. Let's look at the games that happened last week in District 5, 5A. Of course, we talked about Brother Martin East Ascension. Last-minute comeback. Brother Martin gets the win. Dutchtown had a big win, big second half against Covington. They won 37-15. Santa Maria, they looked really good. As I said, they beat Kennedy. Catholic went to West Monroe on the road and won. That game was delayed like 2 to 3 hours because of storms and things like that. Southern Lab with a big win over McKinley, and Woodlawn with the COVID forfeit. And that's the schedule from last week. And so we're ready to see another punt. It looks like Kling now, Cade Kling, is at the deep safety position. They can't get it to him. And it's going to hit a Dutchtown player, and good, smart job by Caden Mackey as he recovers. That could have been a disaster.
Recovered by Mackey.
Dutchtown has had short fields all night. Now let's see, as the second quarter has begun, how many starters are going to come back out here. And it looks like they're going to keep them out for a moment. I see Langlois getting ready. Pyron. And Gary Dukes is in a tailback, so that might be it for Sampson tonight. I'd say he had a successful night if that was his last carry. 4 carries, 119 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mostly untouched. First down from the 42. And a whistle. There was movement. We'll see who they call it against.
Illegal substitution.
So they have an illegal substitution against the Commodores. So it's first and 5. Been lots of penalties on the Abramson side here tonight, as you might expect from a team that's not had a lot of time to practice. In this second quarter, we're going to talk about some of the homecoming information. We'll take a look at the different people on the court, some photos of them, and talk about what's going to happen as another flag goes down. Got lots of information. And, of course, halftime, the Queen will be crowned, and an interview in the third quarter with the homecoming Queen, whoever that might be. Another penalty, so it's going to be a first down. That should be assessed as well. They have not moved the football. I wonder if Dutchtown's declined that penalty. I don't believe they've assessed this. The chain gang is now marking it first down at the 37. It should be at the 32. There we go. So we'll get some information out to you about the homecoming court in this second quarter, as well as some other information about the game and some of the events that have taken place here this week at homecoming week. Pyron with the shotgun, deep downfield, and Langlois open, and that's a touchdown. 2 touchdowns on the night for the combination of Pearson Pyron and Baylor Langlois, and he made that one look easy. Perfect pass. He got past the coverage. As you can see, getting past number 11, Darren Rayford. And it's 34-0, Dutchtown. And the extra point coming from Jacob Etter. And it is good. 35-0, 8:17 left to go in this second quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
35-0 is our score. Jeff Force with you. Homecoming night for Dutchtown. The other games this week here in District 5, 5A, you have Opelousas against Santa Maria. That'll be our game of the week tomorrow night. East Ascension could not find an opponent. They are open. Warren Easton taking on Catholic High. Woodlawn Shreveport going to McKinley. And then Woodlawn at West Monroe. That ought to be a fun one. Woodlawn going there. West Monroe with back-to-back 5A opponents. Interesting. And we're ready. And a short kickoff to the 20. To about the 27 before he's taken down. And a good job at the bottom of the pile by number 34, Blake Bowie.
Marion Matthews.
So 1st and 10 for Abramson. Have not gotten a first down here tonight so far. You see the running clock, so we're about halfway done through the second quarter. Time's going to move very quickly here for the rest of the night, most probably. We're going to get you some pictures of the homecoming court in just a little while after this series. And there's a snap and a decent little gain right there from LeVere. He's going to get 5 yards, and we have a whistle.
We have 2nd and 5 after the hydration break.
And we're going to take a break for hydration break right here. So why don't we talk about the homecoming court for Dutchtown High School. As you're going to see them at halftime, but we got some shots of them as well. And so let's go ahead and check those out. And the first group, Caitlin Bessonette, Deanna Abney, Demi Sanderson, Licia Russell, Sailor Donaldson, Marcia Vessel. Then you have Ariane Linton, Alexis Lagarbo, Caroline Chapman, Tiana Wong, Jada Johnson, and Megan Joshua. And then Emma Bridges, Riley Creel, Chelsea McClay, Heidi Struther, Colette Lesky, and Piper Smith. So there's your homecoming court. One of these girls is going to be in the booth tonight in the third quarter after she is crowned homecoming queen. And that's less than 6 minutes away at halftime. In the second half, we'll probably talk about some of the events as well that have taken place during this homecoming week as we talk about dynamic duo competitions and other activities that have taken place. Also, the Teacher of the Year named today at Dutchtown High School. We'll talk about that later. And on second down, there's a short run. It's going to bring up third and short, third and about 3.
Number 7.
So that's McGowan on the carry.
Gets a couple. It'll be third and 2.
Clock running,
For the
5:17.
Commodores.
Last year, if you may remember, the queen was Macy Munson. We were here for homecoming last week. She was the 18-year-old daughter, is the 18-year-old daughter of Kent and Jenny Munson. So we will broadcast the entire presentation at halftime. And on third down, and Abramson gets a first down.
Number 7, Andre McGowan.
So Andre McGowan with the run off the right side, and he does a good job, gets past the tackles, and is finally pushed out of bounds by Timothy Wilson. So the first down of the night, 4:18 left to go here before halftime. 35-0, Dutchtown. And dropped the snap, picked it back up, and is dropped for a loss. Number 49 in there, Baron Cozy on the tackle as they take down Ketron Grant.
Grant picks up the snap.
Clock continues to run, 3:40.
To bring up 2nd and 15 from the 39.
It appears we're going to have a running clock for the rest of the night. As the homecoming court on the track right now getting ready for their halftime presentation. Good shot right there. Thanks, guys. 2nd and 17. And I believe there may be a flag. Maybe got the face mask.
Quarterback sack, but there's a flag on the play.
That's what they're going to call. And that's most likely what it is. Number 29 guilty, Brock Burgess. So we are approaching 2 minutes here before halftime. And with the penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 16. And we have a whistle. Not quite sure what that is. Maybe a timeout being called. Not sure if that's an official timeout or just a regular timeout. Why don't we go ahead and look at the games that are taking place next week while we have a chance here in District 5-5A. And as we said, Dutchtown was looking for an opponent. They found one with Ouachita. Both had open dates. Thursday night, East Ascension is going to play at Walker. Catholic High is going to play at Lafayette Christian Academy. That's going to be a fun game. Central Catholic at McKinley. Woodlawn at Zachary. Woodlawn has just a killer schedule as they get ready for district play. And then the Eatel game of the week, Helen Cox versus Santa Maria. We're going to get our first look at Santa Maria tomorrow night And we're looking forward to that. We're going to have Sandoval on, I believe, at least 3 weeks in a row. So we didn't get the Gators the first couple of weeks, but we're going to be getting a big dose of them as the season goes on.
They're recessed to the 2nd and 10 now.
So now they're running the clock again, and after the penalty has been reassessed, it is 2nd and 10 for Abramson Sci Academy. And the snap and the pass downfield intercepted. And making up for the face mask penalty is Brock Burgess. And Brock Burgess flying to the sideline. He wants that. He wants the belt. I know it. Nice replay right there. Burgess is fired up. He doesn't get to play a lot because he's one of the backups. And he's listed as a wide receiver. He showed his wide receiver skills on that play, that's for sure. Looked like the intended receiver for a moment. So, clock stops, 1:10. And let's see what we're going to have on offense here. And so, we've seen the end of the night for Pyron, and Sean Winfield will take over. I believe they assessed a penalty on that, and the ball's going to be back to midfield. So technically, this is the first play not on the Dutchtown side of the field. But technically, they still haven't been on the Abramson Sci Academy side of the field. 1:06 left to go. 1st and 10 from the 50. Winfield gives it to Duke, slips. Now he's moving again. And he's inside the 35. First down run for Gary Dukes III.
Ball down to the 35-yard line.
And we have an injured
at the 43.
Abramson Sci Academy player. And so what we'll do right now is take a short break while they take a look at him. 35-0 is the score. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
Second quarter tonight's ball game.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales, like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at rossdowninghammond.com, rossdowninggonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Back to high school football, homecoming night, game of the week. Jeff Porsche with you. 35-0 is our score. Still an injured Abramson Sci Academy player on the field. Why don't we talk about the Teacher of the Year at Dutchtown? She was crowned today. Not just homecoming queen being crowned, but there you go. And I'd like to congratulate Miss Rebecca Robinson, science teacher at Dutchtown High School, for winning the Teacher of the Year. And she's been there forever. She's been there so long. She's been there longer than me. But does a lot of work in the community, does a lot of work with the Allied Health Department, and she's a great person to have at Dutchtown High School, and congratulations to her. It's a well-deserved award. So congratulations, Rebecca, on getting the Teacher of the Year. As far as the high school football top 10 in 5A after week 4, let's take a look at that as well. And Catholic High, no big surprise. I mean, they've beaten Acadiana, they've beaten West Monroe. They're the top team in the state right now. Zachary, number 2. Brother Martin, they stay at number 3 after that nail biter against East Ascension. Ponchatoula, they're number 4. Alexandria, they made it all the way to the state championship last year. They're number 5, 3-0. Acadiana's lost 2 games, but they're still number 6. And oftentimes they start out slow, but then they catch fire in November and into December. Then you have the rest of them. West Monroe at number 7. They lost to Catholic last week. Captain Shreve out of Shreveport. There's been a lot of talk about a public school in Shreveport being in the top 10. That doesn't happen very often. A lot of times in the top 10 you'll see Byrd. They're at 10, by the way. But usually not a public school like Captain Shreve. Then you got John Curtis at number 9. And so that's the top 10 in Class 5A. And we still have the injured player. They're going to take care of that. So we'll take another break while we wait. You're watching the Eatel High School Football Game of the Week.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales, like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at rossdowninghammond.com, rossdowninggonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
And we're back, and it's 35-0, and we have an extended injury break here as the stretcher has come out, and they're going to take him off the field. We've been told it's number 20 for Abramson Sci Academy, Stephen Boyard. So after this is done, we'll probably have a couple of plays, and then we'll go to the halftime presentation of the homecoming court and the crowning of the homecoming queen. Again, the Dutchtown homecoming court, the names are Yana Abney, Caitlin Bessonette, Emma Bridges, Caroline Chapman, Riley Creel, Sailor Donaldson, Jada Johnson, Megan Joshua, you see them back there getting ready, Ariane Linton, Colette Lesky, Alexis Lagarbo, Chelsea McClay, Alicia Russell, Demi Sanderson, Piper Smith, Heidi Struther, Marcia Vessel, and Tiana Wong. And so let's check them out right here. Some great shots of the homecoming court. And one of them will join the other half of the royal couple, who in probably the least surprising event at Dutchtown High School in 2021 was named as Dylan Sampson. So not only is he a great player, but the team votes for the king, and so he's respected by his teammates and loved by his teammates as well. That's a great honor to have as well. So we'll take another short break as I get ready to take him off the field. And you're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start. And we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from Eatel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge.
And the injured player is taken off the field, Stephen Boyard. 48 seconds left, and Dutchtown does have an opportunity. They are in scoring position right here. There is a running clock, 48 seconds left. They have their timeouts remaining. Don't expect them to be too aggressive right here. The backfield is Winfield and Dukes. And it's Winfield on the keeper, and he breaks the tackle, and then he slips down at the 30. Clock running 37 seconds. They don't have to run a play if they choose not to right here. It's 2nd and 6. And they're going to go to the locker room, and we'll head to halftime a little early here. So we'll take a break, and we'll get to the action. Well, not the action, but the homecoming court. No action, but a lot of fun. So we'll take that break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
Introducing outage text alerts from Eatel. Sign up is quick, free, and easy. Stay informed, receive updates, and get emergency messages. Plus, our outage text alerts will notify you when there is a service disruption in your area. Sign up in 3 easy steps. Just log into your account, go to account settings, and select text notifications. It's that simple. So, sign up today at myaccount.eatel.com.
Welcome to the 2021 Homecoming Court presentation and the crowning of our Homecoming Queen. The first maid is Senior Maid Yana Abney. Yana is the 17-year-old daughter of Greg and Margarita Abney. She is being escorted tonight by her dad and older sister, Yulia Abney. She's a 4-year member and current president of the Spanish Club, 3-year member of Freshman Mentors and Be the Change, and 1-year thespian. Yana has been a Gallant Griffin, AP Scholar, and received the National Restaurant Association certification. She enjoys hanging out with her friends, thrifting, and spending time with her family. Upon graduation, Yana plans to attend either Colorado School of Mines or LSU to study civil engineering. Yana would like to thank Be the Change and Mentors for her nomination. Senior Maid, Yana Abney. Senior Maid, Caitlin Bessonant. Caitlin is a 17-year-old daughter of Kim and Casey Bessonant. She is a 4-year varsity softball player and 2-year volleyball team member. Caitlin enjoys being around friends and loved ones, traveling and watching her favorite college football teams. Upon graduation, Caitlin plans to attend the University of Louisiana at Lafayette and major in nursing. Caitlin would like to thank the Dutchtown softball team for her nomination. Senior Maid Caitlin Bessonant. Senior Maid Emma Bridges. Emma is the 17-year-old daughter of Brandy and Chris Bridges. She's a 4-year member of the Griffin Girl Dance Team, 3-year member of Allied Health, and 2-year member of FCA. She's earned the title of All-American this summer at UVA camp and is an AP Scholar. Emma enjoys dancing with the Griffin Girls, traveling, shopping, and being on Lori's School of Dance competition team for the last 4 years and dancing for 16 years. Upon graduation, Emma plans to attend the University of Lafayette, or LSU, and major in health and nutrition. Emma would like to thank the Allied Health Program for her nomination. Senior Maid, Emma Bridges. Senior Maid, Caroline Chapman. Caroline is the 17-year-old daughter of Susan and Dale Chapman. She's a 2-year member of Beta Club, 4-year member of Cross Country and Track, and 3-year member of the Allied Health Program at FCA. She's currently in the CT&E internship and job shadowing at Abilities Pediatric Therapy Services. She is also an AP Scholar. Caroline is involved in her church and takes part in community projects. Upon graduation, Caroline plans to attend UL or LSU and major in speech pathology. Caroline would like to thank the cross-country team for her nomination. Senior Maid, Caroline Chapman. Senior Maid, Riley Creel. Riley is the 17-year-old daughter of Tracy and Melvin Creel. She's a 4-year member of the Dutchtown Sound, track team, and cross-country team. She's been a member of Beta and Student Council for 4 years, Mentors and Be the Change for 3 years, and National Honor Society and Rho Kappa for 1 year. She is also the co-captain of Fellowship of Christian Athletes and co-founder of the French Club. Riley has been a Gallant Griffin, AP Scholar, and was a member of Louisiana Girls State. Upon graduation, Riley plans to attend the University of Southern Mississippi and major in English education. Riley would like to thank FCA and the French Club for her nominations and would like to dedicate this night to her late grandfather, Bill Thompson. Senior Maid, Riley Creel. Senior Maid, Sailor Donaldson. Sailor is the 17-year-old daughter of George and Ellen Donaldson. She's a 4-year varsity member of the Lady Griffins basketball team and the current captain. She's also a 2-year member of the track team and previously played for Dutchtown volleyball for 3 years. She's been involved with Student Council, Be the Change, and Mentors. Sailor holds a 4.5 GPA and is an AP Scholar with honors. She's been playing basketball for 12 years and just finished her last AAU season with her travel team, the Livingston Ladies. Upon graduation, Sailor plans to attend college out of state and study architecture and engineering. Sailor would like to thank the basketball team for her nomination. Senior Maid, Sailor Donaldson. Senior Maid, Jada Johnson. Jada is the 17-year-old daughter of Jeremy Johnson and Jamie Roussel. She's a 4-year member of the Lady Griffins soccer team, Spanish club, Beta Club, and Student Council. She is also a 3-year member of Be the Change and Mentors and was a 2-year member of choir. Jada is an AP Scholar and helped win the district champ title for the Lady Griffins soccer team. Jada enjoys playing soccer, working out, and hanging out with her friends and family. Upon graduation, Jada plans to attend Louisiana State University to major in health science. Jada would like to thank the Lady Griffins soccer team for her nomination. Senior Maid, Jada Johnson. Senior Maid, Megan Joshua. Megan is the 17-year-old daughter of Kawanda and Everett Joshua. She is a 4-year member of the varsity track team, 3-year choir member, 1-year member of the DEI club, and was cheerleader for 1 year. Megan's been Gallant Griffin, and she is also an AP Scholar. She has competed at nationals for both cheer and track. In her free time, she likes to listen to music, roller skate, and aggravate her brother. Upon graduation, Megan would like to attend college and major in psychology. Megan would like to thank the track team for her nomination. Senior Maid, Megan Joshua. Senior Maid, Ariane Linton. Ariane is the 17-year-old daughter of Shannon and Tiffany Linton. She's been on the track team for 4 years and in National Honor Society for 2 years. Ariane has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout high school and has been awarded the President's Award for Academic Excellence. She is a 2-time state champion, 2-time All-American, 8-time Outstanding Female Athlete, and 4-time All-State Athlete. Among her many accomplishments, Ariane was awarded Best Performer for Girls in State Track events at the LSU Classic. She currently holds the school record in the 100-meter yard dash with a time of 11.39. Upon graduation, Ariane plans to attend a four-year university and major in sports psychology. Ariane would like to thank the track team for her nomination. Senior maid, Ariane Linton. Senior maid, Colette Lusky. Colette is the 17-year-old daughter of Josh and Helen Lusky. She's a four-year member and two-year captain of color guard as well as winter guard. She has been in mentors and choir for 2 years and participated in FCA for 1 year. Colette is an AP scholar. She enjoys hanging out with friends, shopping, and spending time with her puppies, Remy and Luna. Upon graduation, Colette plans to take a semester abroad, then attend Tulane or LSU and major in psychology. Colette would like to thank the mentors for her nomination. Senior maid, Colette Lusky. Senior maid, Alexis Lagarbo. Alexis is the 17-year-old daughter of Rodney and Jill Lagarbo. She is a 4-year letterman of the volleyball team, 4-year member of Beta Club, and 3-year member of the Allied Health Program. She has also been in National Honor Society, Be the Change, Mu Alpha Theta, Interact, and on the track and field team for 1 year. Alexis has been Gallant Griffin 4 times and is enrolled in all honors and AP courses, maintaining a 4.61 GPA. Upon graduation, Alexis plans to attend Southeastern University on a volleyball scholarship while majoring in biological sciences and minoring in Spanish. Alexis would like to thank the volleyball team for her nomination. Senior maid, Alexis Lagarbo. Senior maid, Chelsea McClay. Chelsea is the 17-year-old daughter of Barry and Felicia McClay. She's a 4-year member of the varsity track and field team and Spanish club. She was also a 2-year member of Dutchtown Cheer. Chelsea is an AP scholar and currently cheers at Infinity All-Stars and has been doing All-Star cheerleading for 10 years. She enjoys shopping, hanging out with friends, and competing at field events at the track meets. Upon graduation, Chelsea plans to attend Xavier University and major in pharmacy. Chelsea would like to thank the Spanish Club for her nomination. Senior maid, Chelsea McClay. Senior maid, Alicia Russell. Alicia is the 17-year-old daughter of Mary and Chris Bush. She's a 4-year member of the varsity softball team. Alicia enjoys babysitting, hanging out with friends, and traveling the world. She currently is a personal assistant at the Vault Event Center. Upon graduation, Alicia plans to attend the University of Louisiana at Lafayette and major in nursing or business. Alicia would like to thank the Dutchtown softball team for her nomination. Senior maid, Alicia Russell. Senior maid, Denny Sanderson. Denny is the 17-year-old daughter of Andrew and Katie Morris. She's a 4-year member of the Dutchtown cheer team and currently serves as captain. She was selected for Louisiana Girls State and has been a member of the game club for 1 year. Demi has been a Gallant Griffin and she's an AP scholar. She cheered for 9 years and has been working at LA Athletics for 2 years, coaching cheer and tumbling. She enjoys traveling and spending time with friends and family. Upon graduation, Demi plans to attend LSU and major in pre-med to later become a psychiatrist. Demi would like to thank the varsity cheer team for her nomination. Senior maid, Demi Sanderson. Senior maid, Piper Smith. Piper is the 17-year-old daughter of Jamie and Kim Smith. She's a 3-year member of Beta and FCA and has been a member of the track and field team for 4 years. Piper is lettered in track, competing in long and triple jump, and is an AP scholar. She played softball for 6 years and was on a travel team for 3. She enjoys hanging out with friends and family, traveling, shopping, and playing with her dog, Augie. She is also involved in church and volunteers. Upon graduation, Piper plans to attend LSU and major in engineering. Piper would like to thank Beta Club for her nomination. Senior maid, Piper Smith. Senior maid, Heidi Schroeder. Heidi is the 17-year-old daughter of Bianca and Joe Strother. She's a 4-year member of the Dutchtown varsity cheer team, 3-year member of the gymnastics team, and current captain of cheer. Heidi is also an honor roll student. Heidi enjoys spending time with her friends and family, playing a big role in her little sister, Haley Grace's life. She loves spending time with her cheer team because they've become her second family. Upon graduation, Heidi plans to attend Southeastern University to major in business and marketing and pursue a career in real estate. Heidi would like to thank the gymnastics team for her nomination. Senior maid, Heidi Strother. Senior maid, Marcia Vessel. Marcia is the 17-year-old daughter of Megan and Marvin Vessel. She's a 4-year member of the girls basketball team, a 3-year member of the track team, and 3-year member of Beta Club. Marcia has lettered for basketball as well as track and is an AP scholar. Marcia enjoys playing basketball, spending quality time with friends and family, traveling and working out. Upon graduation, Marcia plans to attend Prairie View A&M or Texas Southern University while majoring in dentistry. Marcia would like to thank the girls basketball team for her nomination. Senior maid, Marcia Vessel. Senior maid, Tiana Wong. Tiana is the 17-year-old daughter of Emily and Laie Wong. She's a 4-year member of the Thespian Society, a 2-year member of the choir program, and has managed the wrestling team for 2 years. In her free time, Tiana enjoys performing in the theater department, collecting crystals, vintage vinyl records, and shopping at local thrift stores. She enjoys spending time with friends, family, and her dog Blaze. Upon graduation, Tiana and her dog plan to buy a van and travel the country. Tiana would like to thank the choir program for her nomination. Senior maid, Tiana Wong. Please welcome our 2020 Dutchtown High Homecoming Queen, Macy Munson. Macy is the 18-year-old daughter of Kemp and Jenny Munson. She is a freshman at the University of Lafayette, majoring in business. In her spare time, she likes to babysit, watch movies, listen to music, and spend time with friends and family. Macy would like to congratulate all the girls who made homecoming court and thank Dutchtown High for giving her this opportunity to come back and pass the crown to our next queen. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2021 homecoming queen is senior maid Yana Abney. Yana is the 17-year-old daughter of Greg and Margarita Abney. She's being escorted tonight by her dad and older sister Eula Abney. Yana is a 4-year member and current president of the Spanish Club. She's a 3-year member of the Freshman Mentors, Be the Change, and a 1-year member of the Thespian Society. Yana has been Gallant Griffin, AP Scholar, and received the National Restaurant Association certification. Yana enjoys hanging out with friends, thrifting, and spending time with her family. Upon graduation, Yana plans to attend either Colorado School of Mines or LSU to study civil engineering. Yana would like to thank Be the Change and Mentors for her nomination. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Dutchtown High School Homecoming Queen, Yana Abney.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales, like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at rossdowninghammond.com, rossdowninggonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
And we're just about ready to start the third quarter. As you see, the queen being crowned, Yana Abney, and we're going to be interviewing her most likely in the third quarter. We will check that out. But first, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that happened at homecoming this week at Dutchtown High School. Had lots of competitions, and we got lots of photos to share. There's 2 of the starters on offense and defense for Dutchtown, Will DeLone and Tanner Vadney. They won as Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia for the dynamic duo competition. So congratulations to them, and it's absolutely perfect. Then you have Alyssa Email and Mylan Alvarez as Coach Email and a dress code violation. And if you've ever been in Coach Email's class, you know what we're talking about, the D-Town voice himself. And then the third place was Bob Ross in a painting, Jackson Swanson and Madeline Campbell. So congratulations to all of them, as they were the dynamic duo winners. And there were lots of other events that took place. You had Game Character Day, you had Celebrity Day, you had Dynamic Duo Day, and there's Coach Bogran with the Freddie Mercury winner of Celebrity Day. And then the winner of Game Character Day, Coach Dyer, Miss Winchell, Miss Beeler, Coach Bogran, Miss Barker, and Miss Bro as Clue. And you had some other ones. That's the Price is Right, obviously. The English teachers and the Freshman Academy right there with that. Then you also had the Up characters as the Ag Department. The Social Studies Department as the Guess Who characters. And then you had the Hot Cop. Coach Bravada doesn't pull it off. Not Coach. Well, he's the game club coach, but Ryan Bravada as the Hot Cop and Ashley Lambeth as the carpool mom. And then there's Ellen Bro with also a participant for all these events. So lots of different things that we had out there. Also for the DTHS Day, you had Coach Dyer won that, and we don't have that photo, but he was Thor from Avengers Endgame. And so lots of different things happening at homecoming week, and now it culminates with the crowning of the Queen, Yana Abney, and we're going to get her in just a little while. But why don't we take a break right now, and we'll get to the second half in just a moment. You're watching the Eatel High School Football Game of the Week.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales, like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at rossdowninghammond.com, rossdowninggonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
And back to the game of the week, and a little bit extended time about to run out for the halftime, and the third quarter is going to begin shortly. Jeff Porsche with you. It's 35-0, third quarter beginning shortly. The homecoming queen crowned Yana Abney, and let's look at the other ones, and going all the way back to 2002, Katie Kurtz, and all of the winners going all the way to last year, 2020, Macy Munson. And so now we add for 2021 Yana Abney. So congratulations to all of these girls for representing Dutchtown very well. And so we are just about ready to start the third quarter, and another successful homecoming for Dutchtown as we look at the results all time. And as we mentioned earlier, Dutchtown from 2016 to 2019 had 4 shutouts in a row. They beat Broadmoor 38-0, Sci Academy 57-0, Sci Academy 44-0, then McKinley 51-0, and then they had a really bad homecoming show in 2020. They won 62-14. Gave up those 14 points. So they've had a lot of success for homecoming, and we are just about ready to start this third quarter. And so we are anticipating getting the homecoming queens soon. And again, Stacey Roberts, you're the best. We appreciate you getting us all this stuff, and Dutchtown will receive the second half kickoff, and we expect to see a lot of substitutions and a very fast-moving second half with a running clock. So the second half might last as long as halftime did, unless we have some scores. So we're ready. Anderson Trejo, 99, is the kicker for Abramson Sci Academy.
Number 99, Anderson Trejo, will be kicking off for the Commodore. Mackey and Mayu back
almost ready to go. Little false start there. And a short kickoff to the 25, and that's Dukes. And Dukes breaks a tackle. Looked like number 52, Charles Jones, was going to get him. Got away from
kick back to about the 47-yard line. With this time we'll have it for
Dukes is able to get it to the 42-yard line. And so we expect to see Winfield at quarterback here, probably with Dukes in the backfield. Jaden Brown will probably get some action here These are the guys who got the action in the second half, or late in the fourth quarter last week against Covington when they had kind of mop-up time. And as you see, the clock is running, so as we said, the second half will move very quickly, as the outcome of the game is pretty much not in doubt. So Winfield at quarterback, and Dukes. And let's look at some of the other players. See number 13 in it, quarterback Winfield, and also number 32, Jaden Brown, and Dukes number 4 in the backfield. And that's Jaden Brown. He had a big touchdown run last week at the end of the game against Covington. He gets about 9 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. I think they're just shy of the first down. They're very close. They could almost measure that, it looks like. No, he's short by a yard. So you see nice hard running on the replay there. So 2nd and 1. Split out to the left, you have Jordan Gloston. Dylan DeSherry at wide receiver in the slot. Man in motion, Dukes. And looking downfield and caught by Gloston. First down. Nearly lost it, but good concentration, gets the ball, makes the catch. And you see downfield.
Ball is at
good concentration.
the 42-yard line.
Abramson trying for the interception, but unsuccessful. And now it's 1st and 10 with 9.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 35-0 Dutchtown. And now first down. Nice run by Jaden Brown. And that's enough to move the chains again. So another first down for the Griffins. So 1st and 10. Tyler Adams is wide to the right at wide receiver. Man in motion. That's Colin Landry. And a handoff up the middle and a big hole for Dukes. Dukes is close to another first down, probably a little bit short. And it's coming back as a hold called against the Griffins.
Holding against the Griffins.
So they're moving back 10 yards. Let's see how far back they assess this penalty. Still moving past 10. So it's about an 11, maybe 12-yard penalty. We'll call it 1st and 22. From the 41, have to get to about the 19. Not quite the 19-yard line for a first down. So shotgun, Winfield, Brown, and Dukes. And we see movement on the Abramson side. No penalty called as Dukes takes it downfield, and he gets a first down, and he's inside the 15-yard line. Very nice run by Gary Dukes, the third sophomore running back for Dutchtown. They're going to need a replacement for Dylan Sampson next year. It looks like Dukes is auditioning for that role as they look and they decide that he stepped out of bounds at the 18-yard line. As we're about to be joined by royalty. It's 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. As Winfield rolls out, he's in trouble, dumps it, complete, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. And Tyler Adams gets on the board for the Griffins. So good job by Winfield eluding the coverage, or eluding the defense and getting it to Adams for the touchdown. So it's 41-0, and the extra point is going to come,
44,
and it's going to be 44
need to kick the extra point. Number 12,
in for
Ethan
the extra
Oakland
point.
will be holding.
The hold coming from Ethan Oakland. I believe this is Roussel with the extra point. He's got a good leg, and it's good. It's 42-0, 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to have an interview with the homecoming queen in a moment, but first we'll take a break. You're watching the Eatel Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
And it's 42-0. Jeff Porsche with you as Dutchtown scores another touchdown on a pass to Tyler Adams. And we are just about ready to talk to the Queen after this kickoff. Yana Abney is with us. And first of all, thanks. I know you got to be kind of nervous to be on television with the hundreds of viewers that we have out there.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I mean, I'm just so thankful for the opportunity to even come up here and talk to y'all.
Well, we'll ask you a few questions. It won't be too hard hitting. I'm not gonna ambush you or anything like that. Short kick and taken to the 30 and then to the 35. So that's where Sci Academy Abramson will take over. And so Yana Abney, the 2021 homecoming queen. I know what you're going to say. Did you expect this?
Yes and no, because I wanted, with all the girls that were on homecoming court, I thought, like, wow, all these girls have a great shot of actually winning queen. Like, we had such a great group of girls on our court, but I'm so very thankful to even have the opportunity to be this homecoming queen.
Yeah, and is there anybody out there that you want to thank for the opportunity to get this?
I want to thank my freshman mentors and Be the Change clubs. They nominated me to even be to get the opportunity to be on homecoming court. I want to thank the Dutchtown senior student body for allowing me to be their homecoming queen, and I want to thank all the rest of the student body, the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors for even allowing me to be on court. It's just such a great opportunity.
Well, thanks a lot for being here, and we're going to ask you a couple more questions as Abramson Sci Academy getting ready to go here on first down, and we have a whistle, so they're going to give us a little time to talk about it. So for the people who don't know you out there, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Yana Abney. Obviously, I'm a senior at Dutchtown this year. I have been living here in Louisiana for about basically my whole life. I work almost every single day. I go to school every single day. I work on the weekends. I'm just very busy all the time. I'm very, very interactive with the school. I'm in a bunch of clubs. I'm here at every football game. I go to all the basketball, baseball, any sport you can name. I'm always there to be there.
So you had a busy week, obviously, and I know tonight was like the moment, but was there any other thing this week that you enjoyed the most out of this whole experience?
Definitely seeing, like, obviously we have our homecoming dress up week. Seeing everybody dress up and participate in everything really brings heart to me, because I always dreamed of being like the senior class to participate in everything, but seeing all the grade levels do that is just so heartwarming to me.
Absolutely. And you're going to be joined by the king, Dylan Sampson. And so talk about that. What do you know about Dylan, and how do you feel about being royalty with him?
Dylan is such a great person, student athlete. He's just overall just such a great person. He's very humble about himself with all the accomplishments he's come with. He's always here to check around on everybody. Like, he just asks what's going on. Like, he's just such a great friend, and I can't believe I'm sharing the royalty with him.
Okay. Well, let's talk about where you're going. They talked about it a little bit, but your senior year, you know, we're almost a quarter through it. Where do you plan to go as you finish out your senior year?
Once I graduate, I plan to either attend Colorado School of Mines or LSU for civil engineering. I really would rather go to Colorado than LSU just because they're a very prestigious school and it's strictly on engineering and mining only. So I would just be surrounded by everybody who is basically studying almost the same thing as me, and I'd be well educated all the time.
Okay, and so what do you think about the game tonight? It's been a pretty successful night for Dutchtown.
I mean, I think our team plays great every night. I just was very shocked to see. It really broke my heart seeing the other kid on Sci Academy's team get injured. It broke my heart, especially because we were all standing on the other side of the field. We couldn't kneel down or pay our respects to him.
Yeah, that was definitely kind of tough. So, but moving on to other stuff that's going to happen. Is there anything else that's going to happen with you or for homecoming for the rest of the weekend?
I'm not sure about homecoming court specifically, but a lot of people are going to celebrate homecoming tomorrow since we don't have a dance. So pictures, dinner, after parties, the whole thing. It's going to be a great weekend. Well,
that's great. And again, it's great to have you here. And I'm really glad you won. And you definitely honor the role of homecoming queen. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yana Abney, our homecoming queen this year, 2021. And best of luck to you as we move on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and nearly got an interception there on second down, or make it fourth down, actually, after the play. So it's going to bring up fourth down for Sci Academy, and they will punt. I guess the toughest thing is to get everything out of here as you go. So again, thank you so much to Yana Abney, the 2021 homecoming queen. So now punting situation. As we're just about finished with the third quarter, running clock really speeds things up. High snap, gets it away. And it'll be down at the 48-yard line.
Punt is down at the 48-yard line. With that,
so really impressed with Yana there. She doesn't, I'm sure, get a lot of opportunities to be interviewed, but she kept her cool, and it was a pleasure interviewing her. And we look forward to next year. And we're looking forward to the end of this homecoming game as we're down inside of 20 seconds. And the new quarterback, Ethan Oakland. They do not have to get a play off as you see the clock running. I think they're going to try. They do. And it's a handoff. And that's Dukes, and he's got good yardage again. And it's a first down as the third quarter comes to an end.
Ball is at the 38-yard line.
And so we'll take a break as we go into the end of the third quarter and get ready for the fourth quarter. 42-0. We'll take a break. You're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
The fourth quarter is brought to you.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
As the fourth quarter gets ready to begin, it's 42-0. I'm Jeff Porsche, and we are ready for the fourth quarter. And shouldn't take very long as the running clock will continue. Abramson Sci Academy, as we said, we're happy and grateful that they agreed to come out here, and that takes a lot of guts to come out here. Coming back from a hurricane, no practice, no preparation, coaches missing, players missing, but they wanted to play here tonight, and they're giving it their best effort here tonight. They're playing hard. It's just tough when you have to go through all that, and then you play a team that's in 5A with a ton of players, and they've already played 2 games this season. As a bad snap, Dukes picks it up, and that's going to be a huge loss.
Dutchtown picks up the ball back around the 42-yard line.
So you see on the replay there, they're going to Oakland, but it just hits the ground, never got any air.
For the Griffins.
Dukes tried to make something happen, but you see Abramson Sci Academy pick it up very quickly. So it's second and a lot. And a broken tackle by Dukes. He's got some room, and I think that will probably be either a horse collar or a face mask. So Dutchtown should get most of the yardage back.
Dukes around the right side gets about 20.
So you see right here, let's look on the replay. Number 6, yeah, there's some contact and a horse collar. I think that's what the penalty is going to be on Matthews. So we are getting near the end of homecoming football night here at Dutchtown High School. And again, thanks to everybody who set that up, as it's a bit of a surprise. I thought maybe there was a penalty on the tackle, but they're going to call holding on Dutchtown.
6-yard line.
Didn't quite see that, and they threw it near the contact where the tackle was made. So a bit of a surprise right there as we approach 10 minutes left to go in this game. Second and long, Oakland hands it up the middle and gets dragged down after a short game. Jaden Brown, as he's wrestled down by Andre McGowan. A lot of those Abramson Sci Academy players are probably tired. McGowan, one of those two-way players. So now it's third down, and they'll call it 22. Have a substitution. Jelon Gilbert coming in at wide receiver for the Griffins. Oakland on the keeper. And he's dragged down after a short gain, so it's going to be fourth and long. So we're late in the game here in the final 9 minutes of a running clock, but Abramson's still playing hard as they hold Dutchtown and limit them on defense. And let's give some credit to their coach, Cliff Williams, as he had to take over that program, and he was very helpful to us in providing information. And so he got Lyle Boudreaux all kind of information about this game, and they and as I said, he is in a really tough spot trying to put this team back together after the hurricane. And that's the story at a lot of places, but here at Abramson Sci Academy, they're doing their best as they are getting ready for their district play. They play in 3A, and we really thank them for coming out here, and we wish them luck this season. As the punt will bounce away from LeVere and go inside the 10-yard line. And the clock will continue to run with 8 minutes left. As far as Dutchtown goes, we can look at their schedule real fast. They're 2-0, and they're about to move to 3-0 with the 42-0 lead. Next week was supposed to be an open date as they were trying to get an opponent. They finally got one, and it's all the way in Monroe. So they're going to Ouachita Parish, and there's a first-time matchup between those two teams, those powerhouses in 5A. And then you get to district play, and they're going to Woodlawn the week after that. Then they go to East Ascension. That's going to be weird. They're playing at East Ascension, but it's going to be at Dutchtown. So they're going to be on the other side of the field. That's going to feel weird probably for most Dutchtown fans. Then they get a home game against McKinley. Then they go to Santa Ma at Dutchtown. So that's interesting, too. And then you get Catholic High. The fields appear that last I had heard that the fields will not be ready. And so they're going to be at Dutchtown all season, the entire parish. And one thing that Lau Boudreaux had told us about this whole schedule is that week 10, Dutchtown has traditionally in the last few years played Catholic High on Friday night as the final game. That game is now going to be moved to Thursday night because that's the same night as EA Santa Ma, the traditional rivalry. And since they don't have their fields to play on and they have to play the game at Griffin Field, they decided that they would let them have that field for Friday night so that the rivalry could have its traditional Friday night matchup and they could have that extra night to have all of their celebrations and events and all that type of stuff because it's a big tradition here in Ascension Parish. So that's a very classy thing for Dutchtown to do, to give up that field on Friday night. As we go to 6 minutes and we have a hydration break, and we'll take a short break. You're watching the Eatel High School Football Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
We're back, and the final 6 minutes probably to be played in real time as we have the running clock. Abramson taking the field on offense, and we said they're a 3A team. They play in District 10 3A, and they play in a district with Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, McDonough 35, Martin Luther King Charter, and Sophie B. Wright. It's going to be interesting to see how many of those games can be played because that's a district where all of those teams are in that New Orleans area, all Orleans Parish public schools, and they got their work cut out for them, all those schools, with getting their kids back, getting their coaches back, getting school back in order. So Abramson trying to get ready for district season. Next week they have a road game against South Plaquemine. Don't know if that's going to be played. From what I understand, that area didn't get as much damage as some of the areas around there, but we do not know. And so we have another break with 5:06. And so if we can get a look at Abramson Sci Academy's schedule, as I said, this is their first game of the season. They're going to Dutchtown tonight. They go to South Plaquemine. Then they get the 10-3A district schedule. McDonough 35, Frederick Douglass, Sophie B. Wright, Booker T. Washington, and Martin Luther King Charter. And so all those schools are going to be in the same kind of situation that Abramson Sci Academy is in over here, as they're trying to get a team out here tonight just to play, but also getting game experience this week is going to help them 2 weeks down the road, most likely, as they start district play. These first two games don't really matter as much as the games down the road, so they're trying to build a foundation here and See how they can do in district this season. As we have contact and kind of an inadvertent tackle, it seems like.
Drop for loss.
As we look at the replay,
4th and 10.
I think their legs just tripped up with each other. Oh, no, he did hit him. He did get a good shot on him, number 49, Baron Cozy. I thought that he kind of ran past him, and then the running back fell over him, but Cozy did get a good lick on him. And so it's 4th down and 10. So another punting situation. Now inside of 4 minutes. Probably the most important thing, as I talked to some people in the stands, some of the parents and some of the people who are Dutchtown faithful during the halftime festivities, and the thing that we all talked about was the thing that they're happiest about tonight was, at least on the Dutchtown side, there are no major injuries. And sad to say, Abramson did have a major injury from Stephen Boyard. As the punt, they cannot get it off, as they're just having some problems with that snap. And dropped for a loss by number 29, Brock Burgess. We've called his name quite a few times tonight. He hadn't got a lot of action, as he's not a starter, but he's got a lot of action here tonight. He's got an interception, made the tackle on that errant snap, I guess we'll call it. Now inside of 3 minutes. And let's see, number 42 in the backfield, Nikias Keller. Duke's in the backfield with Oquin. And it's Keller to the 10, to the 3. Got tripped up at the last second. Looked like he was going to get into the end zone.
Down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
So Keller gets his first action of the night, and he's got a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal. They're going to mark him at the 4. And we may be taking a knee right here and just finishing up this game. So we're running inside of 2 minutes. I would expect them to take the knee, and that's what they're going to do. So they take a knee, and we're going to wrap things up as we're going to take a break as we go to the end of this game, but we'll take a break right here as they take a knee for the end of it and wrap things up in just a moment. So with the score 42-0, let's take a short break, and you're watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales, like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at rossdowninghammond.com, rossdowninggonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
successful homecoming night for Dutchtown High School. Our final score, 42-0, Dutchtown over Abramson Sci Academy. And we'd like to congratulate the Dutchtown Griffins for victory. I'd like to congratulate Yana Abney for her crowning of homecoming queen. And we'll be back here tomorrow night for Santa Maria High School football, and then we'll have Santa Maria again next Friday here at Griffin Field. So we're looking forward to that as well as Dutchtown moves to 3-0, and then next week they go to Ouachita before they start district play in week 6. So that's going to wrap it up. I'm Jeff Porsche. Thanks to everybody who was out here and helped out here tonight. Our final score, 42-0 Dutchtown. You've been watching the Eatel High School football game of the week.